Hey everyone, we have an important video today. Now this is a follow-up video from one we did last week. We'll link it up above.
Get ready to get fired up. I'm just warning you.
It only gets better. So that last video we talked about Spartan and Freightliner will no longer be selling chassis in California, which essentially starting 2025, most Class A diesel pushers, most Super Cs will no longer be sold in California. We'll talk about new ones because of the CARB rules in California. We have full details on that video. Like we said, we linked it up above. The reason why we're doing the follow-up, because it doesn't end there. There's some other things that are coming out of California, which is going to affect most of the country. And there was a lot of feedback from you guys on that last video. I would say 99% of you were really angry. There was a couple people that were angry at us. They said, but we don't want to breathe. But that was probably 3 comments out of hundreds of comments. So we got some other stuff we want to talk about.
So also stay to the end, guys, because we're going to address some of these things that are going on in California. But we have some other important things as well. One is actually really big news, sad news for us, but we want to communicate that to you towards the end of the video.
So the first topic we want to hit, it comes from RVtravel.com. It's dated November 7th. 2024. The title is Certain Ford Super Duty Trucks will no longer be available for sale in California.
So if you need a huge pickup to tow your fifth wheel or your trailer, you definitely want to keep your ears open here. So a Ford dealer bulletin has surfaced that warns the Blue Oval truck builder is shutting off supply of certain Super Duty trucks in California. Super Duty shutdown is Ford's decision, not something that California has put forward.
Now, this is going to affect those people that really want the heavier duty, Super Duty, so F600 and above. But there are people that do that. So if you get like a New Horizons or some of those big Lux, they require really heavier trucks. This is going to affect it. So let's go a little bit further. So the dealer bulletin information comes from Car Direct, as related by Ford Authority. It's published a portion of the bulletin which reads this way: 2025 My Diesel Super Duty chassis cab units above 19,500 pounds, gross vehicle weight rating, which is the F600 and above, cannot be sold or delivered to customers who register their vehicles in the state of California. This is in addition to the ongoing moratorium on sales and deliveries in California for diesel F650s and F750s. Now again, while these are commercial trucks, not many of them are sold directly to non-commercial customers, but there are customers, we've seen them, that buy these commercial trucks through upfitters such as Mountain Master, other companies out there that will take these commercial chassis, do their thing, and they upfit them. They make them specifically for fifth wheels, heavy fifth wheels. So whether you have a New Horizons, a Lux, a spacecraft, something like that, this is where it would be of interest. So you're not going to have that option if in 2025 if you're looking to buy in California. Now overall, that's not going to affect a lot of RV customers in California. However, the next story we have definitely will.
And not only is this going to affect people in California, neighboring states as well, and it could actually trickle across the country. And we'll explain why. So this is coming from RVtravel.com. It's dated November 11th, 2024. Some fuel prices will go up due to new California air rules. How big will the jump be? That is the title. So late Friday, November 8th, the California Air Resources Board, as we discussed many times.
No generators, no weed whackers, no mowers, nothing.
They voted to update its low carbon fuel standard, the LCFS. At last tally, California was the second highest state in the nation in terms of pump prices. If you live in California, I'm sure you know that very well. And CARB's chairman admits the new update will indeed increase the cost of fuel at the pump. We're going to tell you how it's not only going to increase fuel prices, but other things as well. How much will California gas prices rise? And
well, nobody really knows,
and there's other questions. Let's get into this a little more.
So the low carbon fuel standard passed by CARB, there's a lot of acronyms here. LCFS, CARB, it's a lot of confusion. The plan is in place to wean California drivers off fossil fuels and promote non-polluting cars like EVs. EVs pollute. We own an EV, guys.
Yep.
When you charge those EVs, the electricity is mostly generated by fossil fuels. I know people don't want to believe that, but that is the truth. The LCFS reduces air pollution and greenhouse gas emissions by setting a declining carbon intensity target for transportation fuels used in California. Producers that don't meet established benchmarks buy credits from those that do. So if a refinery, a fossil fuel company, can't meet the emissions, or the standards, which they won't, they could just buy from somebody else, right? But where do you think that cost is going to go? It's going to get passed right down to you. The system has generated $4 billion in annual private sector investments toward a cleaner transportation sector. So how much is this going to cost you guys?
So like with anything, it depends who you ask. CARB suggests that the price hike would be relatively small. Okay, but that's not necessarily the case.
Well, their definition of small is not really small for a lot of people. It's not small for us.
Exactly. So, quote, how oil producers pass through compliance costs for required pollution reductions is a business decision they make, and they have several options to meet targets. Current self-reported data from fuel producers points to a pass-through cost of 8 to 10 cents a gallon due to LCFS. Now,
so as of today, which is November 12th, I looked up the average price of regular gas in California. It's $4.50 a gallon, which is quite expensive because I just put gas in 2 days ago in New Jersey, which is expensive also, $2.64. So you guys are almost $2 more.
A report by the Kleinman Center for Energy Policy states Golden State Gas could require a lot more gold to buy, and very soon. If LCFS credit prices reach their maximum allowed levels, this is a quote, as has occurred in the past, then retail gasoline price impacts could be 65 cents per gallon in the near term.
Immediately.
Yes.
So that's over $5 a gallon immediately.
85 cents per gallon by 2030 and $1.50 per gallon by 2035. So we are now well over $6 a gallon at that point. The Kleinman Center is a research group, part of the University of Pennsylvania.
So again, when you have these rising energy costs, so California, you have, I know they're taxed a lot. It's expensive there. At the very least, an 8 to 10 cents per gallon raise, probably more 65 cents. Now you're over $5 a gallon. So what does that do? Everything goes up. To run a business is extra cost. Everything goes up, food, everything. And that's where they start talking about that it's not only going to affect locally, but there's a lot of things produced in California, especially produce.
This also most likely will affect neighboring states. So Nevada and Arizona, they get their fuel from California's refinery. So guess what? They're going to feel that as well.
Strawberries, Florida, California, almonds. There's just a lot that comes from there.
It's all going to go up.
So it's going to get spread out to everybody. So we want your feedback on this because you guys were so good giving us feedback. Guys people that live in California, they used to live in California. We want your feedback because you live it every day. We can give you feedback from New Jersey, and we do all the time. We don't keep no secret about that. But we want your feedback on this because it's just, I don't know, I'm not even giving my opinion on it. It just seems a little bit crazy.
It's just the facts, but
we'll leave it at that.
We feel for you in California.
Let's move on to the next part of this video. This is a happy note. Happy, joy. This is regarding, guys, if you want to buy a new RV, we just did a second video with Chris Lizio from Into RV. We'll link that one up above. Now, there's just a second rate cut. People are looking to refinance. We've had quite a few people reach out to us and say they're looking to buy an RV. Every time we do one of Chris's videos, we get a ton of feedback. He gets a ton of questions from people looking to buy RVs. And in a nutshell, Chris was a finance manager for several large RV companies, and he knows the ins and outs. And he offers many services, which if you want to tell people about why you should look into them.
Well, he's a small business, so he's going to help you every step of the way. It's not this big conglomerate that's just kind of trying to push you through, right? So we had a couple on. This video isn't out yet, but you're definitely going to want to watch this video. They actually have a YouTube channel, and they worked with him, and he was with them from step one and actually choosing their RV. He helped them figure out, was this the right RV for them, and the whole process. And they were just really, really grateful for his help.
They wound up saving over $7,000. You know, he makes his money off the finance, and he's going to be the lowest rate out there. Part of the game with dealerships, and you don't have to believe us, you can go do your own research, is they make money on you when they're financing. And he kind of cuts that out because he's been in the game and he's your advocate. And then if you decide to get your finance through him, which will be the lowest rate. That's where he makes his money.
And for those of you that asked in the last video, what does he charge? What does it cost to do this? It costs you nothing. Literally, it costs you nothing to do this.
Just your time.
Right.
Yeah, he makes his money on commission. So if you decide to finance through him, which why wouldn't you? Because he has the lowest rate. That's how he makes his money. So let's move on to the last part of this video, which is a sad one, guys. But it's an opportunity for you.
So many of you know, and of course we're doing a video, so you'll hear Bowser walking around.
This dog slept.
He slept all day.
All day today.
All day. Okay, he's done drinking his water now. So this is unfortunate news. So we got an email recently, some contacts from the company that does our merch. Now, if you watch us religiously, you know that we stayed at the Harvest Host. It's a Harvest Host at it's called Skidoo. They have a Harvest Host. They do merch, all different things, and some of the nicest people you'll ever meet. Unfortunately, they are shutting down their small print business. So all of our merch is going to be done December 31st of 2024.
Right. So the bad part about it is that this merch right here, like the embroidered hat, this RV in the USA, like they designed this. So
yeah,
we're not going to be able to get this anywhere else, at least maybe something similar, but
yeah.
Bottom line, if you are interested in the merchandise, we're going to put the link down below.
Oh, I didn't show mine. Here's mine.
You have until December 31st, and that's it. It's gone. And
yeah,
we don't know when we're going to get merch back, if we do, because it's kind of a process. And the last time we got it, it wasn't like the best. We weren't happy with it.
Yeah. So
these guys are really good.
They were really, really wonderful. And we want to thank every one of you that actually helped support them in these purchases. Anybody out there, if you know, we will be searching for a new merchandise company. There's so many out there. If you happen to know a really good one, let us know. We're always open to ideas. But we do want to replicate this as best we can and keep this RVing in the USA going.
Listen, I'm thinking we should just do away with it and come up with something new.
You
have this. This is limited edition, December 31st, and then it's gone. It's gone.
Well, give us your opinion. Let's get some feedback from people and put in the comments what you think we should do.
So again, we're asking for your feedback, your interaction in this video. Let's talk about the Super Duties. Let's talk about the ban of diesel motorhomes in California. Let's talk about the gas prices. Also, are you looking to buy an RV, financing? You have any experience with financing? I know we had people on our channel that said the financing at dealers was bad, like they were really upset. And then we'll finish it off with the merch. Are you interested in it? Are you not? Are you like happy we're not selling the merch anymore? Some people will be. We want your feedback. If you like videos like this guy to the left of us, we'll put our RV news playlist. We'll put our RV tours playlist. And for myself and MJ, to Journey for Lifetime. And we'll see you on the road.